Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Reality Unzipped, the podcast. This is basically a podcast where you guys have a front row seat to Dorian and I conversations. Like, we do this off camera all the time. We just decided to put headphones and mics to it. And here we are. You guys are listening, we're talking, and this is an actual thing. So, babe, what's
Yeah.
on your mind?
Um, how you feeling today? And then I'll answer your question.
Okay, I'm feeling.
That's how you feeling?
Yes.
All right.
Not in a bad way. I'm here. I feel good. A little
Mhm.
tired. Just anxious. I think that's more. It's like a exhausted anxious.
Okay.
How are
I
you
know what
feeling?
it feels like to be anxious. What's on my mind? Not really much is on my mind today, and how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty. After what we talked about, I'm feeling pretty good.
Me too. I agree.
But what did you want to talk about today?
I mean, not really sure. Well, one thing I want to talk about the show we've been watching, but before we get into that, I just been having on my mind like what this could all be.
Oh yeah, you was talking about you want to turn into a brand,
Yeah, like reality unzipped is a thing.
right?
I just want to make it more of a brand.
Like, what do
Um
you mean by a brand?
cuz like you know how people on the internet like their thing, like their page or whatever they have going like on the internet is an actual brand.
Like they have
It's
T-shirts and stuff.
more than just t-shirts, but yeah, merch is involved, websites, blogs,
Well,
like like
that's the brand.
I know. So I'm just kind of in a place of like, where do I get started on setting us on the path to becoming a brand?
Well, I'm be honest with you. I think like later down the road, you know, when we get to like episode 500, 300, I think then we'll have the following
To become a brand,
to become a
I
brand.
think
I
it
think we'll.
starts before
I
episode
mean, yeah, it can
300.
it can start before 300, but there are a lot of things that got to go into place for creating a brand.
Yeah, like little
A
things
lot of stuff.
like our theme, our color,
Yeah.
like the
Oh, you
look,
talking about
everything.
like an
The
intro?
brand. No, even no. Like I'm think big picture. Like
Yeah,
when
I'm
you
trying to get where
see,
you going at with this big picture.
huh?
Go ahead. I'm trying to figure out where you going at with this big
When you
picture.
see like, I'm trying to think of an example. Belief in fatherhood.
Yeah.
They're they are more than just a YouTube channel now.
Yeah.
They've got merch, but they also have like their their marriage podcast.
Yeah.
How married are you? They're actually going live. I think in the summertime they have like they're about to have an event.
Right.
But behind that, it's like a corporation, like with business space for content creating and
Yeah.
things like that.
I think all that comes. I think we all that comes.
But like, how do we start getting there? Like, I have this anxious, antsy
It's gonna
feeling.
come. It's
What
gonna
do I
come.
need to be doing for us to start getting there?
What we doing right now, we need to focus on this right now, and all that will come.
Am I getting ahead of myself?
Yeah, but all that's
I
gonna
do that a
come.
lot.
It's all that's gonna come. We on episode 15,
Oh,
and all
this
that's
is
gonna
episode
come.
15.
Yeah, all that's gonna come. I get what you're saying. I get the big picture. You want the logo,
Yeah,
all
the
that. All
the
that's gonna come.
fancy font, the color scheme.
Yeah,
Like, what's our color scheme? What's our look?
yeah. All that's gonna come. Believe it or not, It's gonna come.
I know. I don't know. I'm excited for it to happen. I
Yeah.
just want to. I want. You think we need to get like a business coach or something to help us like navigate
No,
that
I mean we can, but
later on?
I think right now we need to focus on one thing at a time. Logo, brand, all that merch,
Well,
all that's gonna come.
I know you keep saying all that's gonna come, but it's not just gonna come magically. Like,
Yeah, we gonna
you know
do
the
it.
saying, or isn't it in the Bible? Faith without works is dead. Like,
Yeah,
you can have the faith and say all that's gonna come to me, all that's gonna come, all that's gonna come. But if you're not doing nothing to help facilitate it to come to you, then it's
yeah.
not gonna come. So,
Well,
what facilitation do we need to be doing?
well, you're doing it right now.
It doesn't feel like enough.
Trust me. The more we show up and the more we continue, it's gonna come. Next thing you know, down the road, it's a logo behind your head. Down the road,
Buy my
you
merch and be like
down the
that. One of
road
those.
you gonna figure out how to sell merch of
And
this
other
brand.
things, not just little flimsy
Yeah,
merch like
everything.
shirts and
It's
mugs
gonna
and
be
whatnot.
everything.
Things that actually have like a positive impact on people's
It's
lives.
it's gonna be everything. But we can't get. We gotta get there first. We got some stuff that we gotta knock out, and then once we knock out all that stuff is gonna pop up.
Pop up. That's a scary term.
No, I mean pop up like we made it pop up. Like
Okay.
we made it happen.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know.
That's fine. All right. Well, I guess I should chill because,
You don't gotta chill.
like
I mean, it's good to have that idea, but I think you should focus on like
I
what
need
do
to.
you want to do first? The logo? Do you want to do the intro? Do
Well,
you know what you want to do
I started
first, and then
working
focus
on.
on that one thing?
I started working on a brand board,
Okay.
and that's basically I got it from this like business YouTuber. A brand board is basically something that it's kind of like a vision board for your brand.
Yeah.
It's like a collective thing that you have all of your idea, like what do you want the aesthetics of your brand to be, and you put the color scheme, the font, the stickers, or like not logos but like symbols of your brand,
Yeah.
the objective of your brand, like what is your brand's identity, and that's going to be all on the brand board. And I started doing something
So
like
that's
that.
it right there.
I wrote some things down in my notebook, and I also made a little Pinterest board for our brand.
Yeah.
um I just, I don't know, I feel like I want to do more, but like you said, we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. I'm also trying to start and you probably gonna look at me sideways for saying this because I haven't really been consistent with it, but
What?
content planning.
Okay.
And you've been getting on me heavy about posting
On the
consistently
yeah.
at the same time twice a week,
Yeah.
and I have not been consistent with that. But I'm coming to you
So
talking
wait.
about content planning, so
So you saw somebody mention that content planning?
the importance of it.
Wow. Okay.
And I just was
So you
like,
gotta hear. That gets on my nerves with you. You gotta
I
hear it
know.
from somebody else, but when I say it, it goes out the door, out the window. So who said it this time? Who said it this time?
This business creator, her name
Yeah.
is Jazz Anye.
Well, thank you, whoever that is.
Jazz Anye. She's a business like
So you gonna
she
follow
helps
her? You gonna
facilitate
follow her
people's
lead
like
now?
e-commerce stores, and I've been following her for a
But
while.
you gonna listen to her?
It's not,
She gave same advice from me.
and when I heard her say that, I was like, dang, Dorian said this exact same thing.
This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I'm gonna start listening to you like more. I feel like I listen to you all the time.
Yeah, but I feel like when it comes from somebody else, you just be like, oh.
That's a brilliant idea. And you just
I
sitting
think
there
Dorian
like,
said that. Wait, you know what? Yeah, he did say that.
but I'm not too proud to let you know that, like, dang,
Yeah.
babe, somebody said this and you said the exact same thing. I'm sorry for not
I mean,
listening.
It's all good.
Well, just so you know, you ahead of the game because you already know what needs to be done without looking at these video people, without looking at YouTubers and whatever. You said,
Well, I told you that I was doing research. I can't remember who
oh,
mentioned it,
so, okay.
and that's where I got it from.
Oh, all right, well, so it
They
was a waste
said
of time for
it's
me to do the research because
yeah, they
you
said
already did
it's
it.
good to stay on a schedule because staying on a schedule makes turns what you got going on into a business.
You're right. And I haven't been showing up for work on time. I haven't been
Eh,
submitting the assignments on time.
yeah, you ain't even doing the time, but you got it. You doing what you can do.
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are doing it.
and once you get on a schedule, everything is gonna go be falling in like clockwork.
You're right. So,
So
my
just
extra
look
loud
forward
jacket.
to next week.
You said what?
Start fresh next week.
Yes,
You know,
with your advice.
whoever you want to take the advice from,
Just get it done.
just follow through with it.
Okay. Follow through. That's the objective of this week and next week.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that's basically it on that. Like, I just want to get things going as far as turning this into something real.
I mean, it's real right
I
now.
mean, it is real, but like making things more, I guess, cohesive and marketable. I guess that's the word.
Yeah.
To turn this into an actual business.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into that.
Yeah. Um, but anyway, in other news, we are watching a show on Apple TV
Yeah.
called Foundation.
Yes.
Yes, it's
That
called
show's been really
Foundation.
good.
I found it by accident once. Our cable provider was having like a free week or something, and that was one of the networks that was like free. So I was like, hey, this looks interesting. Let me watch it.
Right.
Turns out I was feeling it, and I told you about it, and you snatched it up and started watching it too.
Yeah.
Um, I'm on episode 8 now. I think I'm on 8.
I think I'm on 5 or 6.
You're on 6, I think.
Maybe.
But it's a good show. So basically, you said it's got Star Wars vibes. It's basically like
Did I
Star
say Star
Wars and the
Wars?
Emperor's, like,
Yeah,
Emperor
like yeah,
Takeover.
kinda, yeah.
I think it's more so. It is that. It's kind of reminding me of like what would happen if the Empire succeeded in a
Yeah.
long-term takeover. Because
Uh,
according to in this show in the
they've been
Foundation,
taking over for 20,000 years.
22,000 years the Empire has
And they got
been
over
the total authority across the galaxy, across the known galaxy.
in the same bloodline. That is
and
creepy.
and that's the thing. So the Empire are, what is it, Cleons? Cause you know how Star Trek
Primes.
why you keep calling them primes?
I don't know what the heck they are.
They're
They
Empire.
just need to
They
get
are
taken down.
these 3 men, which are clones of,
They're not 3 men though. There's a boy, a grown man, and a grown old man,
right, but they are
and they all the
clones
same.
of the very first Empire.
Yeah.
And they call them the Empire. Like, the Empire isn't like a massive thing. These individuals are Empire. It's weird the way they word it. But they are cloned from one specific man who was a Klingon, whatever. And he made clones of himself to rule throughout the generations. Basically in an effort to make sure he ruled forever.
Yeah.
And it's been a success because he's been doing it for over 22,000 years.
Yeah.
But it's weird because like the Empire and all the elites live on Earth, and everybody else lives, scattered out amongst the galaxy. Everybody has their own planets and whatnot, and the Empire kind of rules over everything.
Right.
And the episode that kind of like really got me hooked. I don't know if I'm. It's gonna be some spoiler alerts in this.
Yeah.
So if you feel like watching
Don't
it,
tell me about episode 7 and
I'm
8
not.
though.
I just gonna talk about the Star Bridge being blown up.
Oh yeah, okay.
So there's this thing called a Star Bridge that's connected to Earth, and it's basically like this huge like spacecraft. And it's a long bridge connecting the two, like Earth and the huge spacecraft. But the spacecraft is basically like its own planet, or I'd say like it's a whole nother country.
Yeah.
Because when the Star Bridge blew up, there was like a death toll of over 100 million people. That's how many people died. So imagine this super long bridge that collapses on Earth, and it's so long that when it lands, it literally wraps around the entire Earth, like the whole planet.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just thought that the thought of that was so crazy, and the visuals of how they like made the bridge look when it was falling, like it was pretty amazing to me. I'm a little bit of a nerd, so things like that intrigue me. But the main issue of this show is the mathematician.
Yeah.
I forgot
He
what
he
his
like
name is.
knows that the empire is coming to an end.
It's about to be done, and he predicts this with his mathematics. He's like a math genius, right?
Yeah.
And he presents the information to the empire, and of course they're freaking out without freaking out in the beginning. Like,
I'm just concerned as to how they ruled for 20,000 years. Like, why was people okay with that?
oh, like why were they cool? Out of all the planets in the galaxy, like
Yeah.
why were they
Cool with the
cool with
same
the same
exact.
three, which is really one
Yes.
entity, like ruling over everything?
Yes. That is very strange to
It
me.
is for the galaxy, for the universe to be so big, because there's multiple galaxies
Yes, and only
within.
three. There's a younger.
There's a
There's a
little
baby
boy.
boy.
There's
A
a
grown
man who's
man.
about 30 years old, and
Yeah.
then there's an old man who looks to be about like in his 70s.
Yeah. And they all are from the same
One man who was the
one
first
man.
empire.
Yes.
They literally are like spawns of him, and it's been
And
going on
for
for
20,000
generations.
years. That's
And they
crazy.
all look like, so when the old man dies, the 30-year-old grows up to be the new old man,
Yep.
looking exactly like the old
And
man.
then the boy
And
becomes
the
a
boy
grown man.
becomes a 30-year-old man who looked like the old 30-year
And
old
then
man.
the
And then a
baby is about to
baby
come
is
out.
born
Yeah.
through this weird ceremonious thing.
Yeah. The baby's like in a little like bubble.
Sack type thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not born of an actual mother.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But it's an actual human though.
yeah, and the old man doesn't like die. They basically obliterate him
Yeah,
when
they
it
obliterate him.
when it's his time. Like there's a set time, he can't live past a certain point. They like say, okay, it's your time for baby to be born, which is you. So it's like him watching himself being born, him holding
And there was
himself,
one point.
passing him off, and
Yeah,
then him getting obliterated.
that was one point where he didn't want to get obliterated. He wanted to watch the baby grow up.
He did
After
say
holding the
that.
baby, he was like, I wanna watch the baby grow up.
Yeah.
And then the robot woman was like, no. She started singing, and then he just like, okay.
Yeah. Like she's like, basically it's time now for
And
the
I just think like
transition.
that's the worst way to like.
You know you about to die. You
Or
literally
like
watching you being born.
you wanna watch the baby grow up, and it like, why can't he watch the baby grow up?
Technically the baby is him.
Right, but still, I want to watch the baby grow up.
Because I don't know why. I mean, there's a set order of things in the empire.
Right,
Like there's only 3 of them.
right.
There can't be 3 of them and the 4th just sitting around watching people grow up, watching
Why
himself
not?
grow up. Why not? I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's
That's like the rules of the empire.
And when that moment happened, I was just like, Man, let him watch. Let him watch him grow up.
And oh man, I can't tell you about that.
Yeah, don't tell me about that.
Oh, I wish you was on my episode because I can say this
No,
without.
I don't want to hear it.
It's not like
I don't want to hear
it's.
it.
I promise you, it's
Don't ruin it
not
for me.
ruining it.
You
It's
about to
just
ruin it for me.
it's just
I don't
another
want to hear it.
part of the
I don't want to hear it.
empire. I'm gonna say it anyway.
This is crazy.
It's not gonna ruin the story.
Whatever. Go ahead.
They basically have backup of themselves.
See, I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. So you just ruined it for me.
Did it?
You did. You did just ruin it for me.
It's not
You
like
know what?
a
Move
oh
on.
snap moment.
Whatever. You just ruined it for me. That's an old snap moment to me.
It's not.
Because I would have seen that, I would be like, what is more? Is backups? That was an old snap for me, and you just ruined it for me. Yeah, let's just move on. You just really ruined it for me. And then you say, yeah, just go and just move on.
You mad?
I'm a little
sorry.
upset right now.
There's a lot more.
Because I asked you several times not to do that.
I know, and I didn't listen. But there's several more wow moments that you.
Yeah, don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything.
You want to fight me?
I don't want to hear nothing. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, it's hard when you haven't
I don't care.
caught up to where
Yeah.
I am.
Oh, too bad.
This is why.
This is why what? What?
This is why.
What?
What am I trying to say? Y'all.
You the one who just messed up just now. I told you I didn't want to hear it, and you did it anyway.
I know, but like, why can't we ever watch a show together?
Why can't I just catch up and have a whole snap moment?
Why, you don't be letting me catch up when you be binge watching shows.
I don't ruin nothing for you.
You definitely.
No, I don't. I don't be telling you what goes on.
You be like, Brittany, can I just tell you? Can I just tell
And
you?
you say no, and what do? I
You
don't
listen.
do it.
So basically, you're saying I don't listen.
You just ruined the old snap moment for me.
It wasn't really.
It was for me. It was old snap.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll back off.
Whatever.
But anyway, the show is really good, y'all. If y'all are into sci-fi, and like cool things like that, I will watch it because like it's a whole lot more to it. I honestly don't even feel like explaining it, especially since I don't want to ruin no other parts for him because it gets deep. Like you get deep into it and you just want to keep talking about it. But since he's like 2 episodes behind, I can't go in the way I want to go in.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You been watching any other shows that I need to know about? Cause I put you on to this one.
From.
Oh yeah. Who? That's a creepy show though.
Yeah, but it's a good show.
Look up From. What's it on?
I don't know.
Foundation is on Apple TV. From is on like MGM, not MGM.
Paramount.
Paramount.
I think. I don't know. It's a good show
Dang,
though.
what is it on? Just look up From. You'll find where
It's a TV show.
From.
It's really good. And Dead City,
which is
it's a
like another
spin-off
spinoff of The Walking Dead.
and that first one was good.
How many spinoffs can you
I don't know,
have?
but
The Walking
they can keep
Dead.
going with it because I'll be feeling them.
What else is it? The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
The
I don't know all of them, but they all good.
It's The Walking Dead, and then it's dang, what is it? You watched
I
this?
told you I
should
don't know. I ain't been watching those. I done watched them already.
It's like something of The Walking Dead, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Whatever,
And
yeah.
now it's Dead City.
Yep. And that one, the first episode was banging.
I don't like zombies.
You know what I want? You know what I'm looking forward to seeing?
What?
Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, because there's a 4th one supposed to be out.
No,
right?
I'm talking about the superhero Bad Boys.
Oh,
What's it
that
called?
show
Is it
on
called Bad
Amazon
Boys?
Prime.
Bad Boys.
I think so, on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Boys. It's called The Boys.
Oh yeah, The Boys. You're
the
right.
Boys. Right. I
That
think it's
show
called
was
The
good.
Boys.
You know, I never finished watching like
Oh, you
the
need
latest
to.
season. I fell off. Like
The
we watched
the latest season was really good.
we watched the
You gotta watch
first
that.
season, and then it was off for a very long time, and then it came back, and you
Yeah.
hopped in it and just
Yeah.
binge watched the whole thing and left me behind. That's what I'm talking about.
Whatever.
And I was just like, I'll watch it eventually, and then ended up never watching it. But that's gonna be a show that I'll end up watching.
Yeah. That was a
Because
good
it
show.
was really good,
Yeah.
man. It had me hooked. The first season, I was pressed.
You watched this latest season? It was really
How many?
good.
It's 3 now, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I don't got nothing else to talk about. I'm just ready to get this
You want
train going as far as
the
our
train is
brand.
going. Don't. The train is going. Let's just focus on making the train keep going.
Making sure I don't run the train into a
Nah, they ain't gonna run the train into
off
nothing.
the
I ain't gonna let you
tracks.
run the train into nothing.
All right, good. I'm gonna chill and pace myself.
Yeah.
That's all we need. Pace myself. I get ahead of myself because I get all these ideas and then get overwhelmed
I mean,
by my
ideas are
thoughts.
good. You know, put them down.
I'm about to say, yeah, I just need a place to put them.
Yeah, put them on all them notebooks I
I,
gave you.
I know. And we just bought another one from Target.
Well, I got that one for me.
Right. I got about 3, 4 notebooks that
Yeah.
are like not even
Empty.
halfway. Don't do
Got like
that.
4 or 5 pages
And then
of,
I get a new
and that's
notebook.
it.
What is wrong with me, you guys? Like, I can't be the only one that does that.
Probably not.
I'm not. Like, it's okay because all the people that are like me, we're great.
You look comfortable.
I am very comfortable. Like, I'm tired, but like, I'm just ready to chill.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what we should start doing? Outro music.
you want to make some?
No.
Why not?
What you mean make some?
You know how you do. You can whip up something.
No.
Oh,
You mean like my music?
yes.
I'm thinking about that. But
Write
yeah,
something.
outro music.
Bro can put a beat to it.
Yeah.
That's a part of our brand.
Okay.
We got talented people in our circle. Like, we
Alright.
need to start using what we got.
Okay, I'll think about that. I might try something.
I think we should. But that's it. Stay calm. Don't overthink it. Pace yourself. Give yourself grace. And what did you tell
You
me?
talking to them?
Yeah,
You talking to them or you talking to yourself?
both. Because I need this advice more than anything.
Okay.
And what did you tell me? What's the last thing? You gave me a quote today when I was out and about. Do you have it in your phone? Where'd you get it from? It was very good. And I told you I definitely need to start applying that to my everyday life because not doing that really
Be simple. Don't carry the baggage of the past. Open your hands. Open your hands and just let it go.
do that. I'm going to do that. I hope you're going to do that. Chat with me in the comments. Tell me about your journey as far as being building whatever thing that you're trying to build, whether it's becoming an entrepreneur, creating a new brand, or whatever it is, redefining yourself, creating change, making moves, growing, just all the things. Talk to me about your experience with that. It's a touchy time. We're in a weird season, and I feel like that's why a lot of like heightened emotions have been a thing lately. But we're in this together. Talk to me. I'd love to hear from you. And that's it. Bye.